so we continue with Kitzur Shulchan Aruch, and I think we did not finish. Right, we did not finish. It's very interesting topic. It's Siman 72 and Sif 12. So it's page 16 if somebody found. And so, the topic is sanctity of Shabbos, preparation for Shabbos. Sanctity. And it says, so it's a short one, let's read without commentary and then we go back. It is a mitzvah incumbent upon every person to wash every Erev Shabbos, his hands, his feet, and with hot water. If possible, he should wash his entire body with hot water. Additionally, he should immerse himself in Mikvah. The Gaon Rabbi Yaakov Emden writes that one should not wash his entire body on Erev Shabbos because this has a harmful effect on one who engages in marital relations this day. You see, which we learned about it yesterday. Okay, so now let's do the same with the commentary. That's fine. Okay, so again, it's very interesting. I recorded a few clips today, new clips, and one of them was about cleanliness. Right, it's from a book that we were planning to start learning in the near future, Archos Tzadikim, and it was about the gate of Gava, haughtiness, and one of the things that the order said that the person, a Jew, must be clean. So his table must be clean, right? His bed must be clean, his actions must be clean, and his body must be clean. So he cannot be sweaty. So like we discussed in this class, in other classes, and several women reach out to me like over the years, and they say, please help. Talk to my husband. He does not want to take showers. Like he thinks that he makes I tell him that he should, and he makes it fun of it. Like it's not proper. Right, so there the authors say, yeah, we must wash, and we learn from Rabbi. I don't have this book. So this is great Rabbi from what? From a Talmud. So once in the middle of the lecture, maybe I said the story or not. So he stood up and started going. As soon as I said, Rabbi, where are you going? He said, I'm going to come back. Like, I'm going to do mitzvah. They followed him, of course. If Rabbi wants to do a mitzvah, we need to find out what mitzvah. And they walk and they say, Rabbi, but where are you going? What mitzvah? He said, to wash myself. They stop. Rabbi, is it mitzvah, to leave the Torah study and go to wash yourself? He said, absolutely. It is a mitzvah, right? And he said, look, like these goyim, what they do. They installed the statues, right? Romans were in charge, right? So they installed statues in theaters, in the circuses, in the squares, everywhere of their king. And every day they wash these designated people. They wash them, they polish all of the statues, and they right. And these people are being paid very well, right? Not only with bowl of soup, but they welcome with the dignitaries because it's such an important role to wash the statue of the king. So needless to say, see, me as a Jew, I was created in the image, right, in the image of God. Needless to say, I must take care of my body and not be dirty, right? So that's the thing. Very interesting. So here, I mean, that's so he felt the way I understand. So he felt that he's smelly because it was hot, and it's time to go to take a shower, especially for a Rabbi, right? So I mean, right, because people would lose respect to him. Okay, so let's do from the beginning, and it says the mitzvah is common upon everyone. So and everyone. So Mishnah Berurah 262 says even including women to wash every Erev Shabbos. All right, so minimum, right? I mean, minimum. I'm adding, but it says his face, feet, hands and feet in hot water. So hot water is, of course, pleasurable. Of course, it's proper. So today we don't maybe appreciate how hot water. But if somebody went to in olden days, somewhere in the village, like in a bungalow colony without all the luxury. So you go, you warm up the water and try to wash yourself, right? So it's a big deal to wash yourself with this thing, like a big deal. Okay. It is possible, right? If possible, right, he should wash the entire body with hot water. Right? I mean, for us, it's of course that's what we do, and right, that's what we do. 62. Although it is best to wash on Erev Shabbos, if one has no choice, he may wash on Thursday, right? So, meaning a person who works like long hours, like on Friday, right? In the winter, right? It's hard. It's very hard. I remember I would leave my office like 1:30 or 1 p.m. Right? So I mean, I would take the shower at home anyway, right? Because but let's say a person cannot leave that early, right? So this half an hour means preparation. He is there, makes a big difference, right? So they allowed to take a shower on Thursday. Right, just 1 second. In the event that one cannot wash on Erev Shabbos, if in the event that one cannot wash on Erev Shabbos, one should wash close to Shabbos as possible. So, right. So Thursday night, actually, it is a Friday, right? Thursday night, it is a Friday. So at least like close to Shabbos as possible, and make have intention in their minds that it is like over Shabbos. So what does it say? Mishnah Berurah 265, and then Mishnah Berurah in 260 paragraph 1, chapter 1, a question that cautions that one should not wash so close to Shabbos that there is a possibility of desecration of Shabbos. God forbid. One must make sure, especially during the short winter days, like we have now, that all of the one's washing, including associated activities of combing one's hair and wringing out the towels, are completed well before Shabbos. So meaning, and then with the wet hair, it's not as we learn in Rambam. Don't go outside, right? He said, Rambam said, even in the summer, it's not proper. Right? When with the wet hair, men, women, doesn't matter. Go out and outside, right? All right. So we have to complete the washing as early as possible. Men and women. Okay, so minimum, as we said, hands, feet and washer in face. Additionally, he should immerse himself in the mikveh, right? The Gaon Yaakov Emden writes, there's a Sidur of Yaakov Emden, so he's very, very famous, so was very holy rabbi. Okay. That one should not wash his entire body on Erev Shabbos. Erev Shabbos. Because this has a far harmful effect on one who engages in marital relations. So, see Mishnah Berurah 240-54 indicates that one should wash himself completely on Erev Shabbos regardless. Right. So, as we learned yesterday about marital relations, so we said that Talmid Chacham, right, we would have it from week to week, meaning on Friday night. Okay. Friday night. So Mishnah Berurah said, even though there's a danger. I mean, we said when we learned Rambam. So of course, I mean this Rav Yaakov Emden Zatzal, he knew whatever we're going to say now. I'm not sure what's his rationale, but Rambam said that don't do it like don't take a shower like very close to relationship or right after, because it's would weaken a person. But otherwise, like if it's several hours, I'm not sure where's the problem. Like 5 hours before that, not sure. All right, so continue. Next halacha number 13. It is forbidden to bathe in a bathhouse together with one's father, right? Father-in-law, mother's husband. There is from another marriage, sister's husband. In a place where the practice is to cover their nakedness in a bathhouse, it is permitted. Likewise, a student should not bathe together with his Torah teacher, but if the teacher needs him to attend to him, it is permitted. So, of course, there is very interesting halachas. Right? That's very famous one, right? So, meaning there is no explanation here, but one in different sefer. So, because when those are the people that we must respect. Right, be it our father, father-in-law, or teacher, sister's husband, right? Right, we must respect them. And now we see him, and like he's so tough in his suit and his tie, and he's speaking like with authority. And now he's, you see, he's not so muscular. He's like a big stomach, this and that, looks a little funny. So a person like naturally might lose respect to that person, right? Be it father or somebody else. So, and that's of course a problem. Okay. So, but Kitzur that does not have room. Like he's a Kitzur like to the point. Big Kitzur like in short version, right? He just give you the bottom line halacha. So again, it is forbidden to bathe in a bathhouse together with the one's father. Father-in-law, mother's husband, of course, we must respect him. Not the father, but right. I think after the mother dies, right. After the mother dies, we are no longer obligated to respect him. Right, or the fourth person is the mother's sister's husband. In a place where the practice to cover one's nakedness in a bathhouse, it is permitted. So, meaning in a sauna, right? In a sauna, usually people cover themselves with the towels. Okay, no problem. So you can go there. Likewise, a student should not bathe together with his Torah teacher, right? Unless the teacher needs his help to attend, right? Then it is permitted. So again, so he sees his teacher, right, naked, so he might lose respect to him. Subconsciously, of course, like that was not his intention. Number 14. It is a mitzvah for one to scrub his hair of one's head on Erev Shabbos, and to cut his nails. So that's the famous, right? Everybody asking about nails. Likewise, one should have a hair of his head cut if it has grown long. One should not cut his fingernails and toenails on the same day. I'm going to explain. In addition, one should not cut the nails or cut hair on Rosh Chodesh. So that's a different story. Even if it falls on Erev Shabbos, that meaning it's a Friday, right? Some are careful not to cut their nails in a sequence, going from a finger to the next. Rather, they skip a finger. So that's skip a finger. It's one approach. Okay, there is for the right hand, they would begin with the finger closer to the thumb, right, index finger, right hand. Skip the middle finger and continue with the ring finger, right? Then thumb, then middle finger, and then finally the little finger. The mnemonic for this word is bedagach. Right, 1 second, continue. On the left hand, they would begin with the front finger, fourth, meaning the ring finger. So now we're going to explain. So we jump to the opposite side. Then index finger. So we will also skip one finger. Index finger. Then little finger. Then middle finger and the thumb. Okay. The mnemonic for this word is divhege. In addition, some people are careful not to cut their fingernails on Thursday. We're going to explain because when they cut on Thursday, they begin grow on Shabbos day. So they grow on a third day. So I mean, if you're going to do it on Thursday, make sure that you do it like a Thursday night, like when it's Friday, because it's going to be the second day. So usually they start growing on the third day. I mean, we're going to explain all this, right? Right, because they began their growth again on Shabbos day, which is the third day, exactly, third day from when they were cut. It is proper to take care and burn the fingernails. Okay, we're going to explain. I mean, today it's like if you we can follow the our rabbis who said that you can flash them to the toilet, right? Burn them. It's going to smell very bad, right? And if somebody try to burn the nails, I mean, if you have the porch somewhere like outside, and you don't have neighbors nearby, yeah. But otherwise, I would not recommend. Okay. Or if you go some secluded area and burn them, there is no problem. Right. So all right. So let's do this from the beginning, and we're going to explain. So again, it's 72:14. It is a mitzvah for one to scrub the hair on one's head on the Erev Shabbos. So when he says scrub, meaning to wash the hair, okay, and cut his nails. So now, like on one hand, we said that washing the hands, like face and the feet, is a minimum requirement, but of course it is preferable, right? There is a mitzvah to wash his head. At least, and we have to understand, as we said last time. So people were like taking shower once, not last time, or yesterday when we were learning Rambam, right? So we said that the people would take a shower just like once a week, one in 10 days, right? So if you want to do, if you're going to do it, so do it on like in honor of Shabbos for sure. And cut his nails, okay. Likewise, one should have the hair of the head cut if it has grown long. I mean, it's proper, but the lines to the barber in the Jewish neighborhood, it's huge, right? But the barbers are allowed to work like very, very late, right? As we said, I think yesterday, very, very late, close to Shabbos, because it's obvious that they do it for a mitzvah for others. Like, right? It's not like just to make money that like other people, but they do it for a mitzvah. Okay. Okay, right. No problem. So meaning he's very careful with his wording. So he said, if the hair, his beard, if it has grown long. So there is no special mitzvah to get a haircut on Friday. So if they grow long, meaning if you had a haircut on Wednesday, so meaning you're good, right? It does not apply to you. So always I try to urge everybody not to live live as less as possible things on Shabbos. So even like in a long like short days in the winter. So if you can prepare even candles like maybe like Thursday night, like or something like because you're not going to have enough time because people go to work or they have other activities. Do even that. Right, because the time flies very fast on the Friday. Likewise, one should have his hair cut. Okay, we said one should not cut his fingernails in the toenails on the same day. Okay, so right, should not. So is it? It's some Kabbalistic thing. So quick explanation. There are a few explanations. So one of them is it's a bad sign. Whom they cut on the same day to that person. So when that person, like when they clean the person, right? Because we know when person dies, he's he releases all of the liquids from the body because the muscles like relax. So they clean the person and the word they do all of this like cutting of the hair, cutting of the nails. Right, and they cut all of the nails in sequence, and since they are like proper to bury that this day or the next day, so they cut everything in sequence, feet and and hands, right? Fingernails. So that's why they said it's not good. Of course, if we have no choice, there is right. What can you do? But otherwise, we try to like I think like toenails you don't need to cut every week, so you can do it even every other week, and same with fingernails. So I mean, it depends on the person. Okay. So, but actually, the poskim they say they say do toenails on a Thursday and fingernails on Friday. Okay. Continue. Again, the sentence. One should not cut the fingernails and the toenails on the same day. We explain. In addition, one should not cut his nails. Should not cut his nails or cut the hair on Rosh Chodesh. So Rosh Chodesh is as we learned before, it's like a semi-holiday, right? So we have to honor, not to do sums, like something that can be avoided. Commentary: Rosh Chodesh marks the beginning of the Jewish months. See Siman 97. Okay. The source of the custom, Rabbi Yehuda HaChassid. So Rabbi Yehuda HaChassid, so he left a will, right? His famous will. There are many things there, but our sages they're not sure what was this will intended only to his children or to everybody, to the whole Jewish nation. But he was a great leader, like a great a figure in the Jewish history. So many people adopted. Actually, they assume that what he said was actually meant for all people, not only his family. Okay. Mishnah Berurah 260, chapter 7, indicates that this custom is not universally accepted. Okay. Right. So meaning what? That some people cut the fingernails. I mean, nobody's taking a haircut. It's not nobody. I don't know everybody, but haircut is right. Okay. So, but we got the point. Continue. So even if it falls on Erev Shabbos, right? So even it's preparation for Shabbos. So right. So according to this opinion, but if his hair exceptionally long and it was not his fault, I think if I remember correctly, Mishnah Berurah would say that person just was released from prison, or he just was released from the hospital. He was in the hospital for 3 weeks. Understand? So he just came home. In this case, yes, since he had no other choice, right? He would allow him to take a haircut and cut his nails and other things. Okay. Continue. Some are careful not to cut their nails in a sequence. So again, sequence is like for dead people, right? So okay. Going from finger to the next, right? The sequence meaning that doesn't matter from which finger you start, but if you go one after another, rather skip fingers, right? Skip fingers. There is for the right hand. So we go to the right hand. Why is right hand? Right hand is more important, right? So because you do many things with the right hand, and you try to start make it more presentable, right? So we do it with the index finger, right? With index finger. Then skip the middle finger and do ring finger. So index, right, and then middle finger, and continue to the thumb. So meaning we did, if you start with the thumb, second and the fourth, and then you skip to one, and then you do 3 and 5. Right, that's what it is. Right, then you do thumb, you do middle finger, and you do small finger, little finger. Okay. Mnemonic is easy to remember. Okay, this word 65. So what does it mean? The letter of the words correspond to the number Oh, the number. Okay, number. So base Dalet, Aleph, Gimel, and Hey. Okay. So base is 2, Dalet is 4, Aleph is 1, Gimel is 3, and Hey is 5. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. So, all right. Okay. Hebrew alphabet. Okay. Okay. So I skip, but that's exactly how we explain correctly. Okay. Continue. On the left hand, so we finished last nail where we cut on the pinky. So now we're going to we jump to the like on the left hand to the not to the beginning but to this ring finger, right? Then we go to index finger, right? Then you go back to the little finger, middle, and then the thumb. So I mean exactly opposite what we did on the right hand. Okay, no problem. Continue. In addition, some people are careful not to cut their fingernails on Thursday. Right, so that's why I say it's some people try to cut like toenails. So I heard the toenails, but again, the toenails it's easier to cut when you took shower, right? So they're not nice and soft. But if a person did not take shower, for example, a person planning to take shower only on Friday, so this cutting of the toenails on Thursday night is not going to work out so well. Okay, so meaning in this case, if you must cut all of them in the same day, you have no choice. Yeah, so just follow the procedure and skip. But the way I understand it, does not say here. But if I remember correctly, this applies only this out of this like special sequence of skipping applies only to fingernails, not to the toenails. I don't remember. I don't think so. If I remember correctly, does not apply. That's what I mean. So, right. So why these people they're careful not to cut on Thursday because of the Shabbos day. So it's Thursdays. So Thursday, Friday, and Shabbos. So on the third day it starts growing. Right, and same is what? Same is, oh no, we did not get when in our Wednesday class, laws of Shabbos, we're going to learn about seeding, right? Like planting the seed, and we're going to say that person violated melacha only when the seed germinates, right? Meaning that they usually germinates on the third day, not on the first day. So meaning if it fell, a person was eating watermelon or something, apple, right? And the seed fell. So if after Shabbos he remove the seed, there is no problem. Okay. Okay. All right. So grown on the third day. So that's why these people say don't do it on Thursday. But as I said, if you do it Thursday night after the nightfall, it's already Friday. So it's not 3 days. It's only going to be 2 days. Okay. Right. But if you do it on a Thursday proper, so it says which is the third day from where they were cut. And it says it's not appropriate to honor of Shabbos, and that the nail begin to grow on that day, right? So like as we learned the line from the Torah, so it says the roads of HaShem are straight, and the tzaddikim are going along them. So meaning in order to observe Torah, you don't have to like violate anything. But here it's like it's known that the person is going to violate. Okay, so here we go. It's not appropriate to honor Shabbos that the nails will grow on that day, right? So you prepare, but guess what happened? Mishnah Berurah 260, paragraph 6 recommends that one cut his toenails. So I remember toenails on Thursday, right? and fingernails on Erev Shabbos. Okay. But as I said, with the toenails, somebody, if you somebody like a baby, there's no problem. But for a grown-up person, they usually a drier and harder, right? It's not so easy to cut. So it's easy to cut after the shower or something. Okay, continue. It is proper to take care to burn the fingernails, right? The Gemara Nida 17:8 states that there is a danger to throw out the nails, trimming in public area, because a pregnant woman may tread upon them in miscarriage. See Chidush Haran, Moed Katan 18a and Ber Chayitiv 262 as explanation of this phenomenon. Right, see Mishnah Berurah 266. Okay, for further discussion. After the fingernails, after one's fingernails, should wash his hands. Okay, so before we continue, so this danger applied for a woman who steps on this fingernail that she might miscarry only applies when the nails are in place where they were cut, right? When they fell. So the person was cutting and they fell right there on the floor. But if they were swept away, so for example, a person cannot find, happened, right? You were planning to collect them in one place. Guess what? They flew away and fell somewhere else on the floor. So in this case, if you just sweep, so if you cannot find, right? But if you just sweep from original place, so then this danger does not apply. Right, and so after cutting, one should wash his hands. It's, actually, it says above 2.9. 2.9 is very beginning of Shulchan Aruch. It's volume 3. It's in volume 1. So just to remind us what we said there we said that the one whose nails were cut must wash his hands. So meaning if somebody else was cutting to that person's nails, so that person whose nails were cut must wash their hands. The person who was cutting them, it's properly maybe wash with the soap and hot water. But that person whose nails were cut, even he never touched them, must wash with a cup, right? Because of spiritual impurity. 68. Okay, so let's do another one. 15. On every Erev Shabbos, one should examine his deeds and arouse himself to repentance, to correct all his errors that he has had committed during the 6 days of the weekday activity. There is the week gone by. This is appropriate time because Erev Shabbos encompasses all days of the week, just as the day before Rosh Chodesh encompasses the entire month. They say C97.1. Okay, it's what topic is Rosh Chodesh. So let's do this from the beginning. So meaning, it's proper to do every Friday Erev Shabbos. So meaning Friday day to do retrospection. What happened during this week? I mean, right? So we have to do Teshuvah, of course. And Teshuvah, meaning one of the steps of the Teshuvah is decide never to do it again. And never to do it again, it's not only to say I'm never going to do it again, but have a clear plan. So just to say I'm never going to do it again, like if you ever dealt with kids, say no, it's the last time. Like 3 minutes later he's going to do it. Like 2.5 minutes later he's going to do it. Last time. I promise it's last time. I mean, we don't blame him. It's a kid, that's expected. But from adults, that I'm never going to do it again. So it's a little right. Who are you kidding? Right? That's why we need to have a concrete plan. How I'm not going to do it. What I'm going to do, concrete steps. So again, on every Shabbos, one should examine his deeds and arouse himself to repentance. To correct all his errors. Right, to correct all his errors. Okay, there is that he committed during the 6 days of the weekday activity. There's a week gone by. right? So like it's not so much like one to review once week. Okay, this is appropriate time because Erev Shabbos encompasses all days of the week, so a person gets a blessing for the whole week on the previous Shabbos, right? So the previous Shabbos is a blessing. It's like we say in Lechadadi. This is the song that we sing on Erev Shabbos. Lechadadi. It's actually there is a verse there, Mikor Chabracha. So meaning the Shabbos is a vessel that can accept blessing for the whole week. Right, so meaning people who did not accept, who did not observe Shabbos, they have a curse the whole week. Right? They think that they are happy that they not confined with these restrictions, right, of Shabbos, but they actually not being blessed, to say the least. Okay, just as the day before Rosh Chodesh encompasses the whole month. Okay, so let me quickly check what time is it. Wow. Okay, so I think we can do one more because it's pretty short. Okay, so let's see, number 16, and it says, one should endeavor to have fine garments as well as fine talis in honor of Shabbos, as it is written in Yeshayahu 58:13, and if you honor Shabbos, etc. And our sages in Talmud Shabbos 113a expound this verse to mean that your Shabbos garment should not be the same as the weekday garments. Even if one traveling on the road among idolaters, he should still wear Shabbos garments. For the Shabbos garments are not worn for honors of the honor of onlooker, but for the honor of Shabbos. Okay. So let's do it again. I'm going to explain. Again, one should, and right. So I mean this halacha is actually far-reaching. I mean we're going to explain. One should endeavor to have fine garments as well as fine talis. Talis meaning the big one in which to pray in honor of Shabbos. Right, so meaning some people do atara like a silver one, beautiful one. Okay, it's not necessary, but just good talis is good. Okay, right. So, but new like different suit, the different pants, different everything. Right, in honor of Shabbos, as it is written in Yeshayahu 58:13, and if you honor the Shabbos, so meaning Hashem said that we have to honor the Shabbos, so you must look different. And our sages expounded that the verse means that Shabbos garment should not be the same as a weekday garment. So, and some people I remember one show, they were there are many Chabadniks there, and people would come in jeans but you see it's not like a big expert in the jeans, but those like a brand name, it looked to me like very expensive, jeans. I don't know what expensive, maybe a lot of money, basically, not as a regular one what other people wear, but very expensive, and some tishwa. Right, and the guy would come to shul for many years. I would not understand. Sometimes I would ask them, but do own a suit? He said, no, in the suit I go to work. I'm this shmendrik. I'm a doctor. We had a doctor in our house. Well, he said, on Shabbos I want to relax. I want to dress down, because I always wear a suit and tie in my work. The guy is what is it? He's a doctor. So for this goyim, he's dressed up. For Shabbos, whatever he wants to be free. He wants to be relaxed. So I told him it's exactly the opposite. Right? Who you respect more? Right? Your preference is very clear. Right. But on one hand, on another hand, I never understood these people. They're not stupid. These people, that he comes in the jeans, and majority of the people come with a suit and a tie. or let's say without tie. Like, why would we come with the jeans? Like, you see that other people that let's say more observant than you, they dress differently, like more honorable. Why don't you follow the suit? Right? But some people insist be very different. Okay. Right. So we have to have these special Shabbos garments. Not the same as the weekly garments. Commentary, Mishnah Berurah 70. Mishnah Berurah 265, the 262, paragraph 5 and 8 writes that preferably one should have an entire different set of clothing for Shabbos, and he should wear those garments until he recites Havdalah at the conclusion of Shabbos. So as we said, I don't know where we said, but we did say, right? So until after Havdalah, right? Milav Malka, okay, you can dress down. I mean, some people, it's preferable if possible. Even Milav Malka, they do dress up, and only like when they go to sleep, they change their clothing. But some people, like after Havdalah, they do change. But I'd never understand why would somebody change before the Havdalah. Like Havdalah usually is done when man comes from shul. Like when men comes from when men come from shul, whoever needs to do something, they already done. Like they're doing. Like what's the problem? But men should not change, right? And don't talk to guys. Like just go home. If one is traveling on a road among the idolaters, so this is very interesting. He should still wear Shabbos garment. So meaning, right, for the Shabbos garment is not worn in honor of onlooker, but to honor of Shabbos. So it's same. Some people they I don't know this. They have this crazy idea. They start dress down starting from mincha. Why? What's the difference? So mincha is not different. Right, and or when they're alone, for example, it's proper in the house also. Don't change, right? So maybe, right, maybe if a person wants to learn the whole night, he can be comfortable, but because it is night. But once at daybreak or sunrise, so he's ready to start saying the blessing. So go and change. You understand? But during the day we don't change. We don't change to comfortable other clothing. So we still wear the Shabbos clothing the whole day. So again, we're not doing for other people, but we're doing for in honor of Shabbos. Even a person like he's in a business trip, right? Let's say he had no choice, business trip, and he had to stay over on Shabbos in his hotel room. So today from hotel room you cannot leave. Period. Right, and of course, if you're in Israel, if it's in America, I'm not sure what hotels in America will have a key, right? But even if you have a key, okay, let's say they have key and Erev. Okay, I give the person a perfect setup, right? They have key and Erev, meaning that you can take a key to the lobby, right? Give them the key, and you can go out. Outside without a key, or if the shul is I don't know somewhere cool. So if it's Shabbaton, they have a prayers right there in the hotel itself. So that's a different. But in a normal circumstances, when a person is in a business trip, right, and he had to spend Shabbos. So basically, it's a regular hotel with the card. This electronic card to enter, that's it. You cannot go out because you would not be able to come in unless you want to come in after the Shabbos ends. So meaning it's not practical. It's not practical at all. Right. So in this case, you dress in your Shabbos clothes and stay in your room until the end of the Shabbos. You do prayers, you do meals, right? You do learning there, no problem. So I think we stop here.